Start your day with purpose. Let your soul awake. On the daily ride, find strength for every step you take. A journey with Jesus, discovering your true name. His love lights your path, no day is ever the same. The daily ride, let your heart be free. Devotion every day for you and me. Understanding grows, faith comes alive, step by step with Jesus.
Hey Trail Riders, welcome back to the Daily Ride. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be talking about God is able. Ephesians 3:20 is going to be our focal passage, and it says this: Now to him who is able to do far more abundantly beyond all we ask or think, according to the power that works within us. Scriptures that get us through the Bible in a year is Hebrews 1 through 4, Psalm 78, 1 through 25, Proverbs 12, 19, and 20. Excuse me while I get my mouse. You may hear thunder in the background because we've got a thunderstorm going on, brewing outside. God's power at work within us. Ephesians 3:20 reminds us that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we could ask, hope for, or even imagine. This verse lifts our faith beyond the limits of our own understanding and points us back to an unlimited ability of God. Our part is to pray, ask in faith, and trust Him with a surrendered heart. God's part is to accomplish the work in His power, in His timing, and in His way. How does He do this? Scripture says it is according to the power that works within us. Ephesians 3:20. In other words, what we receive from the Lord is closely connected to the grace that we learn and receive from Him. The power of God is not merely something we admire from a distance. It's a living, active power that works within the believer, shaping the heart, renewing the mind, as it tells us in Romans 12 and 2, strengthening us in our walk and what He has called us to do, Philippians 2:13. This means that we are not left dependent on human effort alone. And you've heard me talk about this quite a bit. Our dependency needs to fall upon God and not our own efforts. God does not simply command us to change and then abandon us to figure it out by ourselves. He provides the wisdom, the strength, patience, and grace needed for the transformation He desires to bring forth in us. 2 Corinthians 12:9 and 2 Peter 1 and 3. The struggle to change. For a long time, I placed overwhelming pressure on myself to change. I felt deep condemnation because every message I heard seemed to tell me that the change was required, yet not matter how hard I tried, I could not make it happen. I knew that there were attitudes, habits, thoughts, and weaknesses in my life that needed to be transformed, but I did not yet understand how fully I needed to rely on God's grace. The result was torment. I could clearly see the areas in my life I needed transformation, but I felt powerless to bring it about and bring about those changes on my own. The more I tried to force change through self-effort, the more frustrated and defeated I became. Instead of producing freedom, my striving often produced guilt, weariness, and discouragement. That is where many believers become trapped. We sincerely want to please God, yet we attempt to do spiritual work in our own physical strength. We may confess the right things, make the right commitments, and promise ourselves that we will do better, but lasting change does not come from willpower alone. True transformation begins when we stop depending on ourselves as a source and begin looking at the Lord as the one who works within us, remembering the part that apart from him we can do nothing, as John 15:5 tells us. God is the source of change. The closer you draw to the Lord, the more you recognize that he must be your source in everything. He alone can bring lasting change in your life. Growth becomes less about striving to prove yourself and more about yielding to his Spirit, trusting his word, and allowing his grace to strengthen you day by day, as Zechariah 4:6 and Galatians 5:16 tells us. When God becomes your source, you no longer have to live under the crushing weight of trying to change yourself. You can bring your weakness to him honestly, receive his help humbly, and trust the same power that saves you is also able to mature you. He does not merely point out what needs to change, he supplies the grace and the power needed to change for that change to take place, completing the good work that he began in you, as Philippians 1:6 tells us. Learning to say, God, I cannot do this on my own without you, but you can do all things through me. I surrender my weakness, my striving, my need to control. Work in me according to your power and teach me to depend on you as my source each day. God promises to strengthen us in our weakness. If we trust him and turn to him, God's grace will be sufficient to meet all of our needs. Our final thought comes to us today from Matthew 14 and then verse 21, and it says this: When he went ashore, he saw a large crowd and felt compassion on them and healed their sick. Verse 21, there were about 5,000 men who ate, besides women and children. Macduff had this to say about this passage: Do we, like him, combine the two great elements of human character? How are our public duties, the cares and business and engrossments of the world, finally tempered and hallowed by a secret walk with God? If the world were to follow us from its busy thoroughfares, would it trace us to our family altars and our closet devotions? Action and meditation are two great components of the Christian life, and the perfection of the religious character is to find the two in unison and harmony. God bless you guys. I hope you'll continually follow me here on the Daily Ride, and I'll see you on the next trail ride.
The Daily Ride. Let your heart be free. Devotion every day for you and me. Understanding grows, faith comes alive, step by step with Jesus on the Daily Ride. The Daily Ride, let your heart be free. Devotion every day for you and me. Understanding grows, faith comes alive, step by step with